Hey, what's up, guys? It is Wednesday, July 23rd. We're at 6:58, 2 until 7. Hell, what's up, guys, gals, and, C10 lovers out there everywhere. Welcome to, another C10 America Mornings right here on, the YouTube channel. What's up, guys? We had a kind of explosive day yesterday. I can kind of get into it. Before I get into it, our video is brought to you today by Connor's Car Show. That blue license plate on the brick back there. If you haven't been to a Connor's Car Show, you need to go. You don't know what you're missing. It's over in Keller, Texas, right on Bear Creek Parkway. That is, it's so cool. They take and they block off Bear Creek, Parkway over by Keller Town Hall. And the show goes on over at Keller Town Hall. And, the couple parking lots over there. We have to give a big shout out to Ty and, Lydia and, the team over there at Connors. They did something they normally don't do, they haven't done, is they gave us a spot for 25 trucks for, we named it C10 America Corral over there. But normally, the C10s park in the back on the side of, the Keller Town Hall. So that was, pretty cool, pretty, exciting, and stuff like that. Seeing all these square bodies and, C10 over there. Anyways, I want to welcome you guys. If you're new to, the channel and all that, hit, either right down there or, right down there somewhere. I don't know, guys. It has a little bell and a little subscribe button. Hit that. You'll be notified every time we put a video up. And don't worry, we have other exciting videos, to come. We're just waiting on getting the two mics and the headphones for, the other. We have another podcast recorder. I like that one back there. That one back there is for, the studio. We have another one that we got. Thank you to Fern, my soon-to-be mother-in-law, for like Christmas. Anyways, we're waiting on, the getting two mics on that, two headphones on that, and then we'll take it and we'll bring that out because we want pretty much the lives, the podcast in studio and on location to pretty much be, the same, quality. So anyways, guys, pardon me. If you know somebody out there that they have an awesome, C10 truck, maybe an awesome build, or, just an awesome story altogether. Maybe it was a barn find. Maybe it was in a field for like 20 years. Maybe, granddad used it, hauling hay back and forth, off the farm or the ranch. We want to hear about it. Those right there are, awesome, unique story. We need to, matter of fact, put a new podcast up, and I think the next one we'll be working on is, the one with Ty from Connor's Car Show. He'll be talking about, what goes into, pardon me, what goes into putting on, Connor's car show, how he feels before, leading up to it, how he feels, after the show is done, how soon do they start the prep for, the other show, all that. So, anyways, we'll get that podcast up for you guys, and then we'll put a promo in, the group, our group over on Facebook. It's grown like wildfire, man. It is 68.2 thousand, and we took and we listened to all you guys, and for like almost a week and a half straight, we had guys trying to post trucks for sale, parts for sale, all that. And, a couple of people told us that we should, do our own buy and sell site. Well, we did. We kind of turned it on its head. That's what we do here, at C10 America. We don't like to, do it the same way. We want to kind of fine tune it and do it our way. So, anyways, we do have a new group that we put up last week. It's called C10 America Buy and Sell. C10 America Buy and Sell. So if you guys, you're out there on YouTube, you're scrolling by, you're looking at some of that awesome truck. It's $25 to post your truck up there and info and all that. And I'll tell you why. $25 is not to make anybody rich by any stretch. The $25 is, we want to keep it clean. We want to keep all the spammers out, as most spammers as we can out. We want to keep all the quote ladies of the night out, because they don't belong there. They belong on, some other, site. Hold on one sec, folks. Pardon me. Good stuff. Just like Mom would say, man. That right there is my coffee in the morning. Miss Terry drinks, coffee and all that. And I have to drink Dr. Pepper to, kind of get going. And, all that. Anyways, we did put that buy sell up, C10 America buy sell. It's $25. I said, but the good thing about that is gonna be a premier, truck site, meaning that $25. It's for posting, the truck, but once you post it, you only have to post it one time. I know there's other sites you pay for, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, and then at the end of, that time period, they want you to renew, they want your money again. Well, we're not like that. That $25 is administrative fees. If you know me, I quit my regular Monday through Friday job a while back to get into this. This is all I do every day. I do YouTube, I do the Facebook, I do my brand, I do the magazine, all that stuff for you guys. So I'm on here all the time. Maybe I don't have the YouTube open all the time, or maybe I don't have Facebook open right front and center, but I have it going in, the background. So anyways, that $25 bucks goes out to, so I'm on there all the time, and if there's somebody that does not belong in the group, I just hooked up 4 other people for monitoring the group and all that. And I told them if they try and post, well, the thing is they're not gonna try and post because they can't. Right after I put it up, I got a email, or I got a text from my buddy Scott Stout right down there in Snyder. Big shout out to him. He got us a Kingma video blog. Just give me a screen. That thing is, awesome. Let me get it here for you. Anyways, big shout out to Scott right down there in Snyder. He takes and believes in C10 America so much, and I told him we're going out there doing the events, doing shows, all that stuff on our cell phone, and we're doing interviews and all that. Anyways, he got us King Mike talk about this all the time. If you guys, you're social media gurus out there, I see you guys, a lot right here on, Facebook, TikTok, you're over on IG, you're here, wherever. You're doing some awesome videos out there, right? But a lot of, the videos you guys do, even being awesome, they're backwards. You can't read them. Well, if you watch our videos going forward, we were backwards, a long time ago, but I think we corrected that. If you're watching this video, we're using, the camera in the iMac and all that, but you can see that hot rod sign back there. You can see my shirt, the logo on the hat, that orange T-shirt back there, Twister Fest. You can read, the stuff on, the wall back there. So that is awesome. So anyways, your video, I think, is everything. Your audio is everything too. So like, for example, if you're interviewing somebody, maybe at, that truck show, that car show, wherever you guys do interviews, and you're doing it out there, and you sound crystal clear, but then the guy or the gal that you're interviewing, you can barely hear them. I don't think that's gonna be, awesome content. And well, I could be wrong, but if I can hear, the person you're talking to, then I'm probably gonna click off of that video, look for another, video. Anyways, I talk about this, all the time over on, the lives. No, I'm not an affiliate with Amazon. I'm not affiliate with Kingma. That'd be awesome if I was, getting paid to talk about them. But you know what? I talk about them because I use them. I love them. They're awesome. So I think probably about a year ago, when I looked, maybe a year and a half ago, I think, somewhere in that time range, I think these were probably about 149 to 159. And I didn't buy it right then. I wanted to wait until, price came down a little bit. And, I kept on doing videos. I've been doing videos over on Facebook for about probably year and a half, 2 years for, C10 America. But I've been doing videos over on the whole, Facebook, our old Hot Rod magazine. Me and Dad moved here to Texas late 2015. So about 10 years, I've been doing lives over on Facebook. 2.5 or 1.5, 2 years was, C10 America in the group. How cool was that? So, anyways, I started talking about, the Kingma, and pardon me, the nose, and Scott, right down there in Snyder, got used to watching our videos, our lives coming in every day, watch them from work too. And that's awesome. Thank you for that. And anyways, he took and he sent us the Kingma, which is right, here. It's awesome. So I think that might be maybe 3 inches high, maybe 3 inches high by, I'm thinking maybe 4 inches high by 3 wide, something like that. But this is fully charged, ready to go. Anyways, the Kingma now, I looked, and they're between 65 and 99, if I'm right on that. 65 to 99. So they came down in price pretty good. So anyways, I'm thinking, if you guys out there, you're content gurus, you go out there, you do awesome content, videos, all that. You need the screen here because most folks, they use, the front facing camera. Now, if you guys out there are using the front facing camera, everything all your viewers see, it'll be reversed. Like that chair will be over on this side. Everything you won't be able to read, it'll be reversed. But I want to try and tell everybody, try and use, the back camera, because the back camera gets everything, makes everything readable out there. So that's awesome. It makes better. I think personally, my opinion, I think it makes better content. If you're looking at maybe if you're looking at the avenue of maybe getting a sponsorship going, or getting advertising, or something for your video, I'm thinking, what better way to have everything in real time, view that everybody can read it and all that. And I know what you're saying to me, what you're even thinking. If I use, the back facing camera phone or camera lens, then I don't have anything to look at. Well, check out what you do. You get the Kingma right here, right? And it has a little adapter, goes around the phone. It hugs the back of the phone. And then you take the Kingma right here. Take the Kingma, and that adapter is made out of like metal, right? And on the back of the monitor, you have a strong magnet. So it hooks on there by magnet. Now, if you guys out there have iPhones, you can do screen share, and you can do connect through Bluetooth. And so that's awesome. Pretty much almost like, the remotes we have, in the family room for, the TV, and stuff like that. Pretty much same technology, I'm thinking, but pretty much they call, they call this Bluetooth, and probably I'm thinking maybe a little better than that. So, anyways, I have your little doubt right here. You were wondering, hey, I can't see myself if I use, the back facing camera. Well, with the Kingma, you can. Yeah, it works with Android and it works with iPhone. iPhone, you can do it wireless. Android, you plug it in, plug and play. But this hooks up to your phone, so everything you see on, the front end right here, you see it on your monitor. So that is, so awesome. Big shout out to Scott, right down there, and Snyder. Then real quick, guys, also I want to say a big shout out to Mini Mic Pro. These guys over here, Mini Mic Pro, they're awesome. They're our go-to, mic out there, in the field at your shows and your events and all that. So even if I come out to your shop and we do a sit down for that awesome podcast, well, I'm bringing the YouTube cam back there. I call it the 4K. I'm bringing the 4K, bringing this setup for, the mobile podcast. And this will be hooked on myself and the person that I interview. And then I'll bring the other tripod that it will have, the new studio phone on it. So we can stream live to, the group C10 America. I've yet to find out how you stream to YouTube, live, but I'll learn. It was Mini Mic Pro. You can find these over at minimicpro.com, minimicpro.com, and you know what, guys? I'm seeing more and more, folks out there, even here on YouTube, on TikTok, wherever, they're using, the Mini Mic Pro. And I don't know if it's just because, I'm talking about this more than I see this more, but almost like when I wasn't talking about it, I didn't really see it. But now I'm seeing, a lot of folks use, the Mini Mic Pro. I think this, pardon me, the nose, I said before, I thought this was between 25 and 30 bucks. And I saw it over on Amazon for about that price. Anyways, big shout out to my friend Jeff out there in Colorado, a.k.a. Rolling with Roller, and Derek out there. He has a brand new podcast coming out called Pedal to the Metal. Pedal to the Metal. So anyways, he'll be talking about hot rods. He'll be talking about, C10 trucks, 4xs, monster trucks, all that. Pedal to the Metal. And, excuse me, we're so honored. He had two other guys working on a new podcast logo for him and all that. And I told him, give me a name, give me a couple names of what you want to name your podcast. Let me play around with it, for a day or so. Then I'll come up with an idea and shoot it right back to you. Well, I did, folks. And he was very, very happy with, the logo, I sent him. And so not only is he getting decals made and all that, he's making his studio, something like back here, but he's putting a big logo right up, the logo we did for him from the podcast. How cool was that? So, anyways, Roller out there and Derek, they go to a little place out there in Parker, Colorado, called Freddy's Steak Burgers and, Custard. They go out there every Friday. They try and go out there every Friday. And they have, kind of meet up with hot rodders, and, guys, gals out there that love their, cars and trucks. Anyways, they go out there and they interview them and they talk to them. If they interview you, they give you a little decal that says lug nuts. You're their lug nut. So they're working on some new decals. They give you a new decal for, the podcast and all that, so you guys can promote it. But anyways, Roller went and he bought the first one. He liked it so much, he bought 2 more. So he has 3 packs of these. In each pack, there is, 2 mics. So he has a total of 6, awesome, mics. So anyways, that is Rolling with Roller and Derek right here on YouTube, and then over on Facebook. And then I think he just put up, the new Facebook page for Pedal to the Metal. So you want to check that out. I think he has 60 days. He needs a wait before he can throw up, do a live video, but he can put up regular videos that are already done, recorded, but he got to wait on, the live, things. So anyways, our new group, I keep on talking about it. I want to keep on plugging that. C10 America buy and sell. It's only $25, and once it goes up, it doesn't come down until it's sold. So for $25, it sells until it is sold, guys. We have no reviews. It sells for $25. We know other groups out there. We know other platforms out there. They might charge you weekly, bi-weekly, whatever, bi-monthly. But when that ends, when that runs out and your truck is not sold, you need to fork out some more money to put that truck back up or keep that truck up and going. Our site, we're not going to get rich from $25. But the thing is, it keeps all the riffraff out of, the group. And our new group, C10 America Buy and Sell, it is geared only towards you guys that want to sell your trucks. We don't have no parts in there. There's no rims, no tires, no seats, no windshields, no fenders, no tailgates, no engines, no motors, no LS, no trannies, nothing like that. It's only trucks from 1960 to 1987. That's it right there. 60 through 87. So if that's you, you have a truck, C10 or a square body within, that range, then, contact us. But real quick, that the guy that put up the, the parts, I got him out of there. We took him, we booted him out. Anyways, we set everything up now. It's approval. So every post that everybody tries to put up. We need to approve every post. And if you want to sell your truck and all that, I think you can probably do a pending post, but we need to approve it. And you pay the $25, and then we take and we see you pay that $25, then we approve that. And once it goes up, it's up until, it sells. We don't take it down unless you guys don't like it and take it down. But once you take it down, then every post that goes up at $25. So if you take it down and you got to put something else up, it's another $25. But make sure those are the photos you want to put up, because once it goes up, it stays up till it sells, but you can take it down. And if you do take it down, you got to pay another $25 to, go back up. So that's how it is, how we wrote, the rules and all that stuff. And then also real quick, coming soon to, this channel, we'll be doing a thing called the Truck Show Rundown. And what that is, we're going to go out there and we're going to find out where all the awesome truck shows are. We're going to do a truck show rundown. And I think we're even going to ask you guys out there for clips of, the best truck shows you think are out there. And it can be maybe a little clip, maybe a little 30-second, clip or whatever. We're going to put it together as a montage, and then we're going to throw it on, the group here or on the YouTube here. So all you guys and gals can, check that out. Anyways, it'll be the truck show rundown. And then if I can, I want to name drop, a couple awesome, important people that host shows and shows we'll be at. Want to say a big shout out to my buddy David and Dale right down there in awesome Snyder, Texas. Pardon me. They head up, a little show called The Rat Pack, and that show is awesome. The Rat Pack, it's down there in Gale, Texas. And now, I must warn you guys, there is nothing in Gale. There's maybe a post office, but there's like no hotel. There's no place to really eat other than, the Coyote store, which they have, some awesome barbecue, and that's the venue for, the Rat Pack down there. Matter of fact, last year was, the year, or 2025. This year was, the year we did not know what to expect. And glad we went. It was an awesome day. Hot day, but awesome day. We met some, great folks, out there. We can't wait till 2026. That's going to be so good. Anyways, I'm looking over at, the back of the closet here. I have a sign up there I need to recognize and talk about real quick. I have a sign right over on the door. It says, thank you, God, for everything you have done for me and everything you continue to do for me. Want to give a big shout out to, my Lord and my Savior, God, Jesus Christ. I will never stop talking about them. Nobody will make me stop talking about them. He's come into my life, so many times on, so many, things. And for that, I love him. And, my mom, my uncles, my aunts, everybody, my old writer and chief from the old Hot Rod magazine is up there. They're all shining down, looking at everybody, blessing everybody. But I have another sign on the door here. It says C10 America will be a success. C10 America will be a success. Yes, it will. Those little signs up there remind me each and every day why we do this, for you guys and all that. We want to share your exciting, story and all that. And by the way, guys, the only reason we put the C10 America buy and sell up there is because we had tons and tons of people trying to sell in our group C10 America, and we don't want to be selling trucks in our group. We made another group totally, separate from, C10 America. If you have a truck, you want to sell it, you can go over there and sell it. You don't need to sell it right in, the regular group. By the way, guys, right before I came on doing this little YouTube video, I looked at, the numbers over in the group. It is 68.2 thousand. Remember, that's awesome. We made it from zero. So from zero, and I still remember, the date that we started, C10 America, the group. It was December 9th, 2022. I was sitting on the back patio over at Dad's with Miss Terry. It was early in the morning. Rain was coming down. It was going to be a rainy day. We're sitting there, and she was on her phone. She had her coffee, and I had my coffee here. Good stuff. DrPepper.com. Dr. Pepper right there on, the wall right there. So if you're out there listening, you want to show some love, you want to sponsor an up-and-coming, C10, America brand, hey, I'm just saying we're here, If you have any Dr. Pepper, stickers or decals, we want them. We'll take and we'll promote you guys, all the time, talk about you on all our different platforms. Excuse me. Pardon me. Because that table you guys see right back there, we're doing an overhaul on that table. And we love decals. Like this one table you see right here, we have decals all over it. And then we have probably 5, 6, coats of clear on it. So that table right there, have the black skirt around it, but on the top it's kind of all messed up right now. Hopefully, going into next week, we're gonna get Dad's sanding tools. We're gonna sand it down to bare wood, because I have like about 4 or 5 people that are sending in decals to us. I'm gonna do a 5 series video on working on that table. First video will be me taking everything off, the table, and we'll get that put up. The next will be prepping the table, sanding the table, all that. That'll be 2. 3 will be, the application process of, the decals on it. 4 will be putting, the coats of clear on it. And 5 will be dragging that table back in the studio. It'll be done. And 5 will be setting, the stuff right back up, on it. So anyways, if you guys out there, you're sitting on any, decals, any stickers, and they might be in, the shop or over on the toolbox, you don't know what to do with them. You want to put them to good use. You want a new good home for them. Then, contact me. I'll give you the, shipping address. And we'll plug your company, your business right here on our, YouTube channel, our Facebook, the podcast, and, all our social medias. We'll be talking about you guys. And then the other save the date show, Rat Pack, May 16th, 2026. And then you see that orange t-shirt right back there. That is a Twister Fest up there in Chickasha, Oklahoma at, the Muscle Car Ranch. 3 awesome guys came together. Curtis Hart, he owns, the Muscle Car Ranch. You're talking about something like 80 acres, up there. Not 8. You're talking 80 acres up there. He has, you can do camping up there. You can do fishing up there. They have a little overhead pavilion for, concerts up there. They have bonfires going up there. It's like a 3-day, thing up there at Twister Fest. So you come in Friday, you stay until Sunday, and then I was talking to, JC Reed, and he's Sunday when it comes up to, go home and, check out. He's like, you leave whenever you want to leave. I know some places where you, am I over the court? Yeah. I know, a couple places you stay at, like, hotels, motels, and, all that, yada, yada, yada. The get out time is, about 11 or, 12 o'clock. And he said, whenever you guys want to leave, go ahead and, leave. So that is, awesome. So anyways, guys, I'll be talking to, a bunch of sponsors, in the next few weeks. I'm going to be sending them emails. I'll be sending Willwood Brakes email, Summit Racing, Doug Thory Headers, Flaming River, LS Fabrication, Classic Industries, WD-40, Grundy Classic Car Insurance, Haggerty Classic Car Insurance, America's Collectors, car insurance, Detroit Speed, Jegs, QA1, Dakota Digital, Holly, LM Truck, let's see, total cost products, 10 works, fab, and then last but not least, GS1 machine. So if you guys heard your name, on there, I'll probably give you, hashtags for, all this stuff right here. We're recording. We'll put this up, here on our channel here in a bit, but we'll go ahead and, get that up. So if you guys usually you can click, on their hashtag, and find them. So anyways, guys, I'm going to take and get off here. It is 7:43. Remember, today at 9 o'clock over on, C10 America or in C10 America, the group over on Facebook, we're going live at 9 o'clock over yonder. So it's right next door, guys. So we're headed over there. We'll be live at 9 o'clock. Check us out over there. It'll be 9 o'clock Central Standard Time over there on, Facebook. We love you guys. We need to do, some work here. We'll talk to you guys soon. Stay blessed. Have a great day. And keep it classic, friends. We love you. And we'll talk to you guys soon. This has been episode number 23 of C10 America Morning. C10 America Mornings right here on the YouTube channel. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. And by the way, guys, we're not monetized yet here on YouTube. We will be hopefully soon. But we do have a tip jar in, the corner, wherever it is, aka, a donation link. So if you feel like you want to support, hit that link right down there. Greatly appreciated. If you can or you don't want to, that's okay too. That's awesome. Just all we ask is, keep on talking about C10 America. Keep on watching, our videos over in, the group and all that stuff. So it's all great. Awesome. We'll see you guys later on. Have a great day. Stay blessed. Love you guys.